What up, guys? Your boy Quake back with a brand new episode of the Diverse Mentality Podcast. And it is hot as shit in this area. And it is nighttime and I'm blazing hot. We don't have AC in this area, unfortunately, where I'm recording. I need to install it. I just been spending my money on different things. And yeah, I need to prioritize it. But I'm not here, thankfully, often. I'm only here when I have to record like quick news videos for the podcast that I post on the main channel and then I add to the podcast. Or, record the podcast like now. So I wait nighttime because it cools down. Here it is blazing hot. I have a little fan here that's helping. But if my face is really shiny, I apologize because it is hot. Of course, the podcast is powered by the one and only Golden Eagle Energy Drink. Get your Golden Eagle Energy Drinks at drinkgoldeneagle.com/DMP. That's drinkgoldeneagle.com/DMP. And get yourself a 24-pack, man. Do it. Support, because if you support, it supports this podcast. So I always appreciate it. If you can't support by, buying a 24-pack, like, comment, those type of things, really appreciate it. I need to start coming up with a cool intro. I hope you guys are all doing great. That's the first thing. There's been a lot that's happened. Not really a lot, but it's just been interesting kind of a few days. Kendrick Lamar is shooting the music video for Not Like Us, which is cool. I expected that. A lot of people were talking about it. There were rumors of it like after the song came out, but that died down for a little bit, and then Kendrick Lamar did the Ken and Friends show, and then he decided to shoot a video for it after the Ken and Friends show. He's all up in Compton, all over the place, so really cool. I can't wait to see it. I might do a live reaction to it, but if I'm going to do a reaction to it, I'm going to upload it on the Quake channel. I know I don't do many videos on there because I'm not a reaction channel person. I like doing documentaries, and I like doing this podcast. If I start doing reactions, I'm just not going to have time for literally not even to breathe. So it's too much, but I'll do it here and there because, it's a cool thing to do. If I can go live, I will go live. But yeah, a lot to talk about. Let's get into it. And Tupac's alleged killer, Keefe, is reportedly set to be released. Yes, you guys heard me right. He is set to be released, but that's because he managed to get the money to post bond. Yes. Let's go over the article. Tupac's murder. By the way, I wasn't saying yes as in like I'm excited. I'm just saying yes like, hey, it's happening. That's insane. Tupac's murder case had an extremely belated break last year. Though the prime suspect will apparently not be held in police custody. Yeah, they messed up this article. Held in police custody for much longer. On Friday, June 21st, KTNV reported that Keefe D has gathered the $750,000 required for his bond release for jail as he awaits for the murder trial to commence in November. So I just want to remind you guys, when I'm reading these articles, sometimes they have mishaps when they're writing them. Just don't attack me. I know some of y'all, Quake, you be stuttering and do it. Listen, I'm not the perfect reader, but I get the job done, all right? He will return to court on Tuesday, June 25th, which is when Judge Carly Henry is expected to lay out the terms and conditions of his freedom from Clark County Detention Center. Additionally, there's a possibility that he will be also questioned about how he secured the aforementioned funds. That is a lot. So a bonds bailsman, $750,000. What is 10% of $750,000? I believe that's $75,000. So he would have to secure $75,000 to get out. That's how this works. So a bond is something that you pay. Right, a bond bailsman pays the full $750,000, but when you come back and you go to court, blah blah, you get that money back. So the bond bailsman, they'll give you that $750,000, and they'll take that 10%. Meaning, when you go back to court and you got to go to trial and stuff, usually the government will take the $750,000, right, that you gave them, and they'll give it back to you if you didn't have a bond bailsman. But if you have a bond bailsman, what the bond bailsman would do is they'll pay the $750,000 that you don't have. But that 10% that you gave him, $75,000, you're not getting back. Versus if you paid it full in yourself, you would get the full amount back because the government doesn't keep the bond. So the bond bailsman makes $75,000 by fronting $750,000. So you gotta have money. A bond bailsman can make good money, especially if it's like somebody has a bond of like $5,000, $10,000. You can clear $1,000 on a $10,000 bond. So that's how that works. Anyways. The 61-year-old's court-appointed attorney petitioned the court for leniency earlier this year and claimed that his client poses no danger. I do agree with that. I think what Keefe D is going to do and it wouldn't be a smart move if he did this, but he might end up doing an interview. He might get an exclusive interview with somebody, maybe Vlad, maybe whoever he's done interviews with, right? Probably Vlad, because Vlad's got the funds to actually pay Keefe, whatever. Not whatever he asked, but a good amount of money. Maybe what he loses with the bond bailsman at $75,000. Maybe he requests Vlad $150,000 for an interview, $200,000, because it will be a highly watched interview. Now, will it recoup that $200,000 that Vlad's going to pay him? Who knows? I don't know. Vlad be splitting up his interviews in parts for a reason, because he knows that generates a lot more money than just dropping a full interview. And then he's got, memberships and shit like that on his YouTube channel, which I was thinking of doing myself, but it doesn't really work. Just go on Patreon. It's better on there because I get to actually upload uncut videos. So if I was going to do YouTube memberships on YouTube, I can't upload those uncut videos. So I don't want to be taking money from people two ways. It just makes no sense. So on Patreon, if you want to support me, get the uncut videos, go to patreon.com/diverse mentality. You can do that. Get uncut videos, not only uncut videos, but no ads on the videos. So you ain't got to worry about ads, watching ads, or anything like that. So it saves you on ads, saves you having uncut videos, and yeah, stuff like that. So earlier videos too, if you get the Rich Gang tier. So there's a Respect tier, which is $3, Rich Gang tier, which is $10, and then the Stun Island tier, which is $25. Eventually, I'm going to be starting a clothing line. I know I've been saying that for a minute, but it takes a little while to get that shit going properly. I don't want to just give you guys some bullshit-ass T-shirts or hoodies or whatever to buy. It's got to be quality, and it's not going to be really expensive. I'm not looking to take insane profit. If it costs to manufacture a shirt $15, I'll probably list it for $20. At least get a $5 profit. I'm not looking to make, insane money off merchandise. I've done it before when J. Cole featured my clothing line back in 2011 when I had diversehiphop.com. Made good money, cool, had my run. I'm not looking, I like merch. I think if it's done properly, not in a corny way where you're just slapping a logo on it with shitty quality designs, it can come out good. But anyways, Vlad, he might be able to make that money back. If he pays him $150,000, okay, cool. So you might get the interview. If he does do an interview, I'm sure he can't really speak on much because he already kind of ruined his, life just basically talking about the Tupac case. He kind of revealed a little too much, trying to profit off of it. And karma gets you back, man. You're trying to profit off someone's death, which isn't a good thing. We'll talk about Julio Fulio in this next article. Actually, let's get into it. So, yeah, Keefe D did his thing, is probably going to get released, and we'll see if he actually does an interview. I would advise against that, but knowing Keefe D, knowing that he's got to secure the bag because he's going to lose $75,000, he's probably going to try to do an interview for $150,000, $200,000. Maybe the bigger publications are going to reach out to him, like CNN, Nightline, ABC Nightline. Maybe they'll be able to pay him more to talk about this because now it's like once it got out there that he was accused of killing Tupac, every outlet knew about it. At that point, it's just like all over the place. So whatever interview he secures after that, he's going to get a bag regardless. So we'll keep our eyes posted on this. Julio Fulio, sad news, man. He has been shot and killed. He was celebrating his birthday, and he even tweeted, I believe, on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it. Let's see, because this is going to be interesting. Yeah, ESPN_Fulio. So he tweeted, God, thank you for allowing me to see another year and to celebrate another birthday. Appreciate all the birthday wishes so far. He was shot and killed on his birthday. Let's go over the article. Julio Fulio has been killed after, in the words of his attorney, being basically ambushed in the wake of an event celebrating his 26th birthday. Yes, he's only 26 years old. In a statement to News4Jack's attorney, Louis Fusco, said that the rising Jacksonville rapper had hosted a birthday party at an Airbnb in Tampa on Saturday, June 22nd, which was shut down due to a number of people in attendance. Fulio, born Charles Jones, took to his Instagram stories hours before his death and told followers that the party had been cut short by police officers who also kicked them out of the rental property. News4Jax reported that several social media posts had advertised the location of the party. Upon leaving the Airbnb, Fusco says that Fulio got a room at a nearby hotel inn, which is where he was killed. According to Tampa NBC affiliate WFLA, local police confirmed the shooting took place around 4:40 a.m., so very, very early morning hours on Sunday morning in the parking lot of the Holiday Inn located on the corner of Flower Avenue and McKinley Drive. What we have learned, and this is early in the investigation, 2 cars were shot at. Tampa Police Department Public Information Officer Joni Lewis told the station. In a press release, Lewis later wrote, the victim in this morning's shooting is believed to be Charles Jones, positive identification and pending confirmation from the medical examiner's office. 3 other individuals were taken to an area hospital with the gunshot wounds, but are expected to survive their injuries. This is the 4th time Julio Fulio was a target of a shooting in as many years. 4th time. So let's go over this, man. I really want to talk about this because this is something, it's sad at the end of the day. But when you really look at over everything what's been going on, you kind of expected this. If you know anything about Julio Fulio's history, I'm not saying that it was intimate that it was going to happen, but most people with common sense would expect something like this to happen down the line. Why, you ask, right? If you have no idea who Julio Fulio is, right? You have no idea about the Jacksonville rap scene, right? He made fun of Young and Ace, who is an artist I really enjoy music. He made fun of his friend's death. So he made a song called When I See You. It did it's at 46 million views. And it went viral at the moment. It did like 10 million views in like a week, which is the most he had ever seen, blah, blah, blah. I can't play the record because it's copyrighted, but he remixes Fantasia's When I See You, and he makes fun of Young and Ace's friends getting killed. So Young and Ace is another Jacksonville rapper that I believe in 2021, one of his albums that he released maybe 2 times, might have been that one. I don't remember which one. But he released the album, really enjoyed it. I gave him like in the top 5 albums that year. Really enjoyed, Young and Ace at the time. I haven't listened to him recently a lot, but at that moment he was really popping. He made fun of Young and Ace getting, his friends getting killed in the car. So Young and Ace got shot. I don't remember how many times. It was an astronomical number of times. It was like 50 Cent numbers. 50 Cent got shot 9 times. He got shot like, I don't even know, maybe more, same amount. I believe it was 8 times or 9 times. So, yeah, 8 gunshot wounds. He was in critical condition. He was celebrating his birthday that day. Drove up to a red light. Somebody pulled up, sprayed, killed all of his friends. He managed to survive. Young and Ace. It's 2018. So 3 of his friends died. He survived. Julio Fulio then made a song, When I See You, clowning him. He's at their gravesite. He's making fun of them, blah, 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 blah. Right? So this is the time when, smoking your ops, smoking on their pack was the trending thing to do. Did it, got clout out of it, reached a new level of fame. And ultimately, he ended up regretting it. He said years later down the line, making fun of people dying. But here's the thing. When they say this stuff, you take it with a grain of salt because they could just be trolling. King Von did this a lot. King Von would go on interviews and say, nah, I would never want FBG Duck to die. I would never want, an FBG Duck was an enemy of his. They would say these things in these interviews. They would laugh, they would troll, and be happy when these people died. These are individuals that are so stuck in the trenches of where they grew up from. Now, it's a product of their environment, but it's also decisions you make as a human being, right? At a certain point, the get backs needs to stop because people are dying. It's ridiculous. You guys could make generational wealth, and instead of that, you guys decide to cloud chase, and make fun of each other's dying. And Young and Ace just did that, and I don't support that. I don't give a fuck about the record. I don't care if it's a dope record. I don't care anything. It sounds good. I'm never going to listen to it ever again. I clicked on it once just to check it out, see what it's about, because I'm a Young and Ace fan, but I will never, ever, and I occur all you guys that are watching this, listening, never support this type of music. This is just poison. You're making fun of dead people. That's what you're listening to, is someone making fun of a dead person. I don't care how sonically intriguing it is. I don't care how the beat sounds. I don't give 2 fucks about any of that. I realized at a certain point, because I was listening to this shit, when Julio Fulio made When I See You, I think it was, I don't remember the timeline on it. Could be wrong on this. Julio Fulio made When I See You, and then Young and Ace made Who I Smoke, Baby, or actually it was Float. It was probably flipped. So Young and Ace and his crew made a song called Who I Smoke, Baby, like it was a huge like record at the moment. Then Julio responded with that, with his own sample and making fun of the dead. So these two artists are making fun of each other's death. And Young and Ace just released a record making fun of Julio's death. And it's unfortunate, man. It's called Do It. So basically on the record, he's saying, I don't care if he's with his kids, do it. Like, just kill him. I don't care if he's with his girl, do it. I don't care if he's with his mom, do it. Like, think of the movie Scarface in the 80s, right? This is the 80s, long time ago. What did Scarface do in the scene where he was in the car with that guy that wanted to blow up the car? He said, listen, we're not killing women and kids. I'm not going to do that. And he blew the guy's brains out because he was like, I'm not doing that shit. That's against my integrity and honor. Nowadays, these new gangsters, they don't give a fuck. You're with your kid, wife, girl, daughter, whoever, mother, father, spraying you and killing you on sight. And they don't give two fucks. And that's why we should not support this type of music. Please don't listen to it. Please stop giving these people clout and fame. I get it's intriguing. I get that aspect of it. I get that. I understand that this type of stuff is intriguing to a lot of people. Crime documentaries in general, just crime in general, is intriguing to a lot of people. But we have to stop putting money in these people's pockets that make fun of people dying. And it's a damn shame these labels push this type of content. Because I can go down a whole rabbit hole, but I'm not going to do that. Because I'll go on a whole rabbit hole and saying shit, but because it's too long of a rant on this. But stop supporting this music. So he released a song called Do It. Let's go over the lyrics. Let's just see what he's saying on the record. Some bullshit. Like, why, right when Julio dies, he drops this record. Why wouldn't he drop this record? What does the intro start? These N-words be trying to be trying. These N-words be hungry. These N-words be, huh? Hey, fuck you say, let it go. Every car, man, these bitches be tinted. Stolen in rentals with choppers and killers in it. Catch his ass and do his ass and you know he finished. Flip his ass and smoke his ass, we stand on business. All my guys get active, jump the car, we out in traffic. Bend the block, we blitzing shit, just we playing like Madden. Mad as fuck, I threw the Drake away, got a body on one that's been through it. I don't even call him by his name, I call them guys little do-its. Bitches call the phone, they say, low, I told them do it. I ain't sparing shit, it's on sight if we into it. He with his baby, do it. He with his bitch, do it. He with his mama, do it. Look at this. This is dumb fucking music. Don't support. Listen, I liked Young and Ace when he gets on his other shit. Like, he has records where he's not talking about this dumb shit, and I really like those type of records. Like, he talked about him getting shot 8 times. I forget the title of the track. Let's see. Pain. Amazing song. Like, this is the type of shit he could be rapping about. Why is he rapping about smoking ops and dumb shit? And he's got astronomical, look, his career for the past, like, year or so hasn't really got much traction, right? He dropped a video called Rain on Me 3 weeks ago, did 281,000 views. That's not bad, right? Look, he did this Do It record, dropped it right after Julio died. 537,000 views in 4 hours. He's going to do 1 million easy in a day, probably 2 million. Because people tune into this bullshit and support this bullshit and watch it and enjoy it. I get if you're going into to listen to it once. I did it just for the sake of this podcast, just to talk about it, because it's my job. But other than that, I don't give two fucks. Like, I don't support this type of music anymore, and neither should you. If I had one message in the hip-hop world that I could just blast out right now, stop supporting this dumb music. It's just making fun of dead people, and the cycle will never end, and more people will die. And I don't want to see that in hip-hop. I don't want to see it in hip-hop. So, yeah, man, died at the age of 26, celebrating his birthday. Stupid shit. Now, is it karma? Did he deserve it? Yeah, a lot of people will say that. Hey, he made fun of dead people. I regretted it years later, but we don't know if, some of these interviews, man, they just be trolling. So I don't know if he wholeheartedly meant it. But sad situation, man, overall. Like, these guys can build generational wealth. If they really, really got together and said, you know what? Listen, I know a lot of our soldiers died in this. We went back and forth. But at a certain point, we just got to be like, listen, man, we can make more money together than against each other. These guys can build generational wealth. Their influence can be used for so much good Instead, they're just wasting it on stupid shit. Yeah, they'll do a charity here and there. Much props to them, but why and move smarter, man. Don't drop your location of where you're celebrating your birthday. There are reports coming out that it was somebody that he befriended, I believe months ago, maybe a year ago, that set him up. Some people will set you up for $5,000. They don't give a fuck. To them, a life's worth $5,000. They don't care. So, sad situation, man. And sorry for going on this rant, but I just wanted to talk about it. Don't support the record that Young and Ace dropped. I know I talked about it on here. If you want to go listen to it once, do it. If you like the record, don't listen to it. I don't give a fuck what the record sounds like. I'm not supporting bullshit like this. And neither should you. Because the only reason they do this stuff is because we watch it and listen to it. That's the only reason. Once people stop showing interest, they won't do it anymore. They'll move on and do something else. That's all it is. We pay with our ears and eyes. It's that simple when it comes to entertainment. We pay with our ears and eyes. So, yeah, that's my take on it. We'll keep our eyes posted and see if any new news comes out of it. Travis Scott was arrested. Yeah, crazy story. Let's go over it. Travis Scott has reportedly been arrested for disorderly intoxication and trespassing in Miami. According to court reports obtained by the Daily Mirror, the Houston rapper was held at Miami-Dade's Turner Goldfield Night Correctional Center at around 4:35 a.m. on Thursday morning. The Miami Beach Police Department said Scott was arrested at 1:17 a.m. for causing disturbance on a charter boat at the Miami Beach Marina. Sorry, Marina, I was about to say. He was drunk, causing disturbance, and asked to leave multiple times, police officer said. Travis Scott was released on a $650 bond, working out as $500 for the trespass charge and $150 for disorderly conduct. That's peanuts to him. Officers told WSVN 7 News that he was arrested after refusing to leave the boat. Scott was apparently getting off the boat when the owner requested him to leave, police said. He then became irate, screaming profanities, left, and returned to disturb some more. His mugshot was later shared by the Miami-Dade County Correctional Facility. Shortly after the news, the arrest was made online. Travis Scott took to Twitter and posted LOL. Yeah, this is typical Travis Scott, man. He seems like the person that feels entitled. I'll never forget that moment when that guy came up to go shoot some video footage of Travis Scott on stage. I believe it was might have been Lollapalooza, one of these big festivals that happened. And he said, get the fuck off the stage. He was just being an asshole about it. Travis Scott, to me, what is this fly? It keeps flying around. Travis Scott, to me, doesn't seem like a good person. I'm going to be 100% honest. He seems like a very entitled prick, honestly. And this kind of explains it, If you're causing disturbance, I don't give a fuck who you are. You're causing disturbance. It's really that simple. It doesn't matter if you're Travis Scott, that, hey, you have all this money. Who was the person that got pulled over? I believe it was Lil Baby or one of these artists in Atlanta that got pulled over, and the surveillance, the body cam footage came out from the police, and it was Metro Boomin. Shout out to Metro Boomin, man. He got pulled over, and Lil Baby too. I could give it a little props. Lil Baby and Metro Boomin footage got released of them getting pulled over by the cops, right? Body cam footage, which is common nowadays. So Metro Boomin gets pulled over for speeding. But he gave him a good reason. Hey, I had to go to the doctor's here. I was a little late. I had some stuff I had to do. Never once mentioned, hey, I'm Metro Boomin, blah, blah, blah. I'm famous. You should know who I am. You should let me go. This, and that. Never once. Never said, hey, I'm a celebrity. I'm a popular producer. I make millions of dollars. Who gives a fuck about that? You got to be just a decent human being. Hey, if you got caught speeding, pay like everybody else does. You shouldn't be treated special. Same thing with Lil Baby. I think he mentioned. So what happened with Lil Baby was he got pulled over because of his tints in his car in Atlanta. But Lil Baby had to mention that he was a celebrity because of the tints. So he was saying, listen, I have to have tints in my car because I'm a celebrity. People are just going to do random shit to me and pull up and say shit. So I have to have these tints. So he's like, I'll pay whatever fee it is, but I'll keep having these tints because I have to. And I'll never forget when I bought my Audi RS5, at the time, it was a $100,000 car. That was the first time I ever bought anything astronomically priced. So the guy who sold it to me was like, listen, at this price range, you're getting to a point where people will, could do some crazy shit to you. They'll see the car and they'll follow you. They'll get tinted windows, get a tinted windshield. Should be good. I never tint my windshield because it's too hard to see at night. My eyesight's bad enough. I can't fucking tint a windshield, and it's gonna be dark at night because I'm out at night anyways, leaving my office at night, late at night. So it's like I can't tint at night. It's just my eyesight's gonna be horrible. But anyways, I tint my windows, all over. And if the cops pull me over and give me a ticket, I'm fine with that. I'll accept it. It is what it is. But I do tint my windows. I'm not saying I'm a celebrity, I'm famous, that people are gonna. But just when you have a nice car, people. Like, I was chilling one time at this park. I forgot where I was at, but I was at a parking lot just chilling. This random guy just came, tapped on my window. I was like, who the fuck is this? Like, what is this person? This guy could have had a gun. This guy could have done anything. I barely rolled my window. I was like, what's up? Blah, blah, blah. He's like, dude, nice car. What is it? Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, this. Then I rolled my window back up. Because I don't trust random people, man. And that's how all of you should move. Don't trust random people. But regardless, the tint kind of disguises who you are. So when Lil Baby got pulled over, he had to describe, hey, I'm a famous person. I have to have these tints because people are crazy here, blah, blah, blah. I understand that the fact that he mentioned that he's a celebrity for that reason, that's fine. But when you're over here like Travis Scott, blah, 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 like, nah, I'm not, I can be intoxicated and cause all this ruckus because I'm Travis Scott. Like, get the fuck out of here with that shit, bro. So, yeah, we'll keep our updates on this, but I'm sure it's nothing, man. He just got his bond, whatever. He's not going to get prosecuted. I mean, the guy's concert killed a lot of people, and he didn't get no charges for it. So I doubt we'll see anything from that. But, yeah, we'll keep our eyes posted. Game has officially spoken on Kendrick Lamar's Ken and Friends concert out in Inglewood, California at the Kia Forum Arena. And if you're not aware, Kendrick Lamar had a concert called Ken and Friends, where he performed for the first time after this whole Drake, battle that he had. So, of course, when he announced the show, the tickets sold out immediately. And people didn't know what to expect at the show, but they knew that, hey, this is the first time Kendrick Lamar has popped out since the whole Drake battle. Because throughout this whole battle with Drake, Kendrick Lamar hasn't said a single word up until this Ken and Friends show. That's right. If you go look through everything, he didn't say a single word. It was word of mouth through people. And it was finally about time that, Kendrick Lamar did something after this battle because all eyes would be on him. And he did. He showed out. He showed love to all of LA, from Compton to Inglewood to Los Angeles, everywhere, everybody. The show was amazing. He brought out about 25 LA artists and put on for them. He started out the show by coming out and performing Euphoria, which is the first diss track that he made towards Drake. And everybody was going crazy, kind of knew what to expect. He performed a couple of his hits like DNA, Element, All Right, Swimming Pools, the records that most people know. And then Dr. Dre came out as a surprise guest. And then Dr. Dre, after he performed his little set, introduced the song Not Like Us. He said, "Psst, I see dead people," and then boom, Kendrick Lamar started playing it. And he played it 5 times, which is insane. He went in with that record. And once he got to like the 3rd or 4th time, he started inviting everybody from LA on stage, and they were all dancing, having fun. I mean, DeMar DeRozan was there, Russell Westbrook, Westside Boogie, YG, Roddy Ricch, everybody from LA has a name, except for 2 people that people were asking about. And the first one was Snoop Dogg. Why wasn't Snoop Dogg on stage? What was going on? Why didn't he appear? I mean, he's one of the West Coast legends. Well, I think Snoop Dogg probably didn't want anything to do with, taking either side, because anybody that showed up at that concert on that stage basically was taking the side of Kendrick Lamar in the battle. At least that's what the public would perceive it as. And Snoop Dogg got asked about Drake using his AI voice to diss Kendrick Lamar in an interview. And Snoop basically said, they're both my nephews. I got nothing to do with it. Show them both love. They're doing a great thing battling because it's uplifting hip-hop, blah, 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 and making hip-hop interesting again. So he never took a side. The Game, however, subliminally kind of took a side on Drake's side because, when Rick Ross was dissing Drake, Game decided to come out and diss Rick Ross, so kind of defending Drake on that. And even in his Instagram posts, he would post little things that would seem like he's taking Drake's side. He never, out said it and just dissed Kendrick Lamar. He never did that. But it would seem like he was taking, Drake's side. And of course, Drake and the Game have a great relationship. Drake even mentions him on Family Matters. Chuck T, he says that in the beginning of the track. The Game, of course, everybody was wondering why wasn't the Game there? Would the Game be upset? Because we knew when Game didn't appear at the Super Bowl show, which Kendrick Lamar was a part of, he went on a whole rant and started disrespecting Dr. Dre, 50, everybody basically, just for being part of the show. And people were wondering, well, what do you think, Game? You weren't here at this Ken and Friends show. Why weren't you? What did you think of the show? Blah, blah, blah. Well, he decided to go on Instagram Live and address Kendrick Lamar, Drake, and just the show in general. Now, it's a long live video, so I chopped it up. Thank me for that, because it's a really long video of him just speaking nonsense for a little while. He repeats himself a lot on the live, and basically he keeps it pretty neutral. He says Kendrick Lamar put on for the city, and it was a great show.
Look, check it out, man. Motherfuckers in my DMs and all on these, these blog sites and whatnot, talking about, the West Coast ain't fucking with you, and you ain't, you ain't this and you ain't that, and you siding with nigga and that. When the fuck y'all heard me say a motherfucking thing about who I'm siding with or this and that, nigga? I'll be in my own lane chilling, taking care of my kids out the fucking way, nigga. That's how I made it this far in this game, man. A lot of y'all, a lot of y'all fans and shit, it's kind of easy to sit where y'all sitting at y'all house and try to look and gauge this shit from where y'all sitting. But it's a lot of fuckery that go on in this industry, man. And y'all can see from what happens to some of some of y'all certain celebrities y'all follow and whatnot. This shit ain't what it's all cracked up to be. And because I don't want to play internet games with niggas all the time, or be on this motherfucker every day, or be on these people red carpet, or doing all this shit, I like that shit ain't for me, man. I got into the game thinking that this shit was gonna be one way and it was a whole other way. So I had to, navigate myself through this shit, my whole time in this shit. And I've been this motherfucker since 2003, right? Because that's when I got signed to Aftermath, 2003. I've been in this shit since 2003, being a solid ass nigga to everybody, nigga. And if you ask anybody, anybody that really know me that's in this motherfucking industry, and I'm talking about anybody, nigga, you could ask go ask Dr. Dre, man. Like, sit Dr. Dre down and really ask that nigga about who I am and my character, and like what he really feel about me at the end of the day as a man, nigga. Fuck an artist and all the rest of that shit, nigga. Talking about as a man, nigga. You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. my nigga Nip. But ask Nip if you could ask Nip himself, he would have told you, and he did tell you out his own mouth, nigga, what, I contributed, to his career. From the beginning, bro. From the beginning of this shit on the West Coast, nigga. Coming straight out of West Side, Cedar Block, Bompton, Piru. Which is still my hood to this day. Nigga ain't never slacked, ain't never ran, ain't never did nothing but throw this shit up. Nigga, I took that Cincinnati hat worldwide, nigga, and I put on for Compton, nigga. And I put on for the West Coast, nigga. And Top Dog know what it is. Kendrick know what it is. Nigga, YG know what it is. Mustard know what it is. Ty Dolla $ign know what it is. Dr. Dre know what it is. Snoop know what it is. Nigga Hit Boy know what it is. My nigga Dom Kennedy know what it is. All the powers that be on the West Coast. And I hope RJ, nigga, everybody, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Everybody on this motherfucker know what motherfucking Chuck Taylor is and what I am. And, what I done for the West Coast, nigga. Draco the Ruler know what it was with me, nigga. We chopped it, nigga. We was in the studio, RIP his soul. One thing I hate is when a West Coast motherfucker that I fuck with lose their life. That shit ain't cool to me. That shit ain't cool to me. It's cool to y'all. Y'all like to pit niggas up against each other and then go under the motherfucking, the comments and shit, put RIP this and RIP that when a nigga die, and then tell a backtrack on your motherfucking, on your gaslighting ass fanhood, you know what I'm saying? And tell a nigga, oh, y'all should have squashed that and y'all should have been bigger than that. Nah, man, a lot of y'all motherfucking fans be the reason this shit is all fucked up. Now, as far as the motherfucking Kendrick and Drake shit, nigga, that's Kendrick and Drake shit, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Kendrick do his shit, and what he did last night, nigga, that shit was amazing for the West Coast, nigga. I sat back and I watched it, nigga. I ain't have to be there, you know what I'm saying, to think that the shit was motherfucking cool and major. That's cool, nigga. I think it's a dub for the coast. I think that what K-Dot did for a lot of West Coast niggas last night was hard as fuck, nigga. I think it was hard. I think it was dope of him and big-hearted of him to do that shit for niggas. You know what I'm saying? But that nigga learned that shit on the way up. The same way that he looking out, nigga Snoop looked out for me like that, nigga. I looked out for motherfucking Kendrick like that. I looked out for Nip like that. You know what I'm saying? I looked out for Top Dog before it was, Top nigga. I coulda nigga Top Dog wanted to motherfucking give me half a Top Dog. I didn't want nothing from niggas though, bro. I just wanted to push niggas in the right direction. Nip asked me personally what he could do to pay me back for what I did for him, nigga. I met Nip on the streets, nigga. I brought Nip in the studio, nigga, the Encore Studios, Burbank, California. Nigga, I got on 2 of his songs, nigga, and let him go do his thing, nigga. And Nip rose to his celebrity and to his power, nigga. But, nigga, I was just a step on the ladder for some, I was just, there for a nigga that was already gonna go to the moon. But niggas ain't gonna try to strike Chuck Taylor, nigga, and say I ain't do what I did, nigga. I looked out for everybody on the coast, nigga. Ask Glasses Malone, nigga. Ask anybody that you can ask, nigga. You go ask Big Boy, DJ Head, Fuzzy, nigga, anybody about motherfucking Game, Chuck Taylor on the West Coast, nigga. I ain't did nothing but look out for niggas. That's all I did, nigga. Put on for my city. I took Compton around the world, nigga, and I did this shit for years, nigga. I did this shit for years. On my own, nigga. Every motherfucking beef, battle, motherfucking shootout, anything that came towards the West Coast or Compton, nigga, I stood up on that shit, nigga. Me and my niggas. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know this shit. And the internet and motherfucking, IG, Instagram, and Twitter and all these, fuckery ass, motherfucking mixed emotions ass, fucking dick hopping ass nigga apps and sites is what fucked this shit up, man. This shit used to be smooth as shit. So yesterday when I look at, what Dot did for the city, nigga, I personally thought that shit was amazing, nigga. He didn't have to do that, but he did it, nigga. And I thought the shit was dope. As far as my relationship with Drake, nigga, Drake is my brother, nigga. I fuck with Drake. Nigga, if I call Drake and I told the nigga I need this or I need that, nigga, he gonna do it. If I tell him my kids want concerts, tickets, nigga, they in that bitch, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm a father first, nigga. And my loyalty is what motherfuckers is loyal to me. You know what I'm saying? If you conspiring, hating, and talking shit behind my back, then it's fuck you, nigga. It's fuck you, nigga. And niggas know what it is with me, bro. I'ma stand on this shit and you can't move me, nigga, unless you move me. And it take a lot to do that, nigga, because niggas ain't the only niggas out here pushing no lines on the West Coast, nigga. Niggas ain't the only niggas out here pushing lines, nigga. I've been in this shit for 20 motherfucking years, nigga. Standing on my motherfucking toes in this shit, nigga. I've been in this shit for 20 motherfucking years, nigga. 20 plus years. And like I said, everybody know what it is with Chuck Taylor, nigga. And I don't really do all this motherfucking, talking these days. I be chilling, kicking back. I know some of y'all hating ass, pussy ass motherfuckers in the comments gonna say this and that and all this. But nigga, what? I don't got no loyalty to y'all niggas and y'all ain't got no loyalty to me. So I get what it is. I understand what it is, nigga. But don't put my name in shit unless you hear me say it, nigga. And and anybody that know me know I ain't got no motherfucking problem saying how I feel about no nigga. And I'm telling every nigga, West Coast, East Coast, whatever coast, nigga, if you got a problem with me, nigga, just say it, nigga. Say it, and then, nigga, let's get to it. Because it could be whatever, nigga. And niggas gonna say, oh, he too old to do this. And nigga, you don't write the rhetoric for my motherfucking life, nigga. I ain't too old to do be shit, nigga. I'm me. Every day of my motherfucking life, I'm me. I wake up, nigga, I take care of these kids. I motherfucking make sure that they motherfucking private school is paid for. I make sure my mama mortgage is good, my mortgage is good, my kids' mamas is good, all my people good. While y'all out here, oh, Gang fell off, he ain't, nigga, cause I don't put out music every day, cause I ain't running to the motherfucking internet when I wake up looking for validation, nigga. That shit don't make me or break me. If you ain't fuck with me, cool, don't fuck with me, nigga. I don't give a fuck, nigga. I don't give a fuck. Nigga, that's truth be told. And again, everybody know what it is with me, nigga. Drizzy, he know what the fuck it is with me, nigga. Ask him when you see him what it is with Chuck Taylor. Nigga, ask Top Dog what it is with Chuck Taylor, nigga. Ask Tommy Tom, 2 T's, nigga, what it is with Chuck Taylor. All of these niggas I done broke bread with, nigga, before this internet shit came to be a motherfucking thing, nigga. So if anybody asking me how I feel about the shit that K-Dot doing, nigga, I think what he doing is amazing, nigga. I think what Drizzy doing is amazing. I think them niggas just came out of one of the biggest hip-hop beefs ever, nigga, and survived. We coming up on the 20th motherfucking anniversary of the documentary. I'm about to start putting in work on the documentary 3. And I'm gonna get that shit to my fans. And if you ain't my fan, nigga, fuck you. Nigga, go be somebody else's fan. It's good, nigga. I'm cool.
Well, there you have it. The Game is clearly, I don't think upset. I think he's more upset at the fact that people are, antagonizing him with the the concert and saying, why aren't you there? Kendrick doesn't like you. You know how fans get. They get a little bit crazy. But Game isn't lying here. I know Game gets a lot of flack for lying and fabricating stories, but he's not lying. Out of the words of Nipsey Hussle, like out of his mouth when he was alive, he said it himself. Game was the first one to take my CD, play it, invite me to the studio, and work with me. Kendrick Lamar early on worked with Game as well. Game just dropped a project with, I think he had 2 tracks on that project, and then it featured like a bunch of West Coast artists on there. And the title was just Game. So it tricked a fan like me to go listen to the project and come to find out it's a bunch of LA artists, which I didn't mind. You know, some of them were cool, but I wanted a Game project. But regardless, he did announce the documentary 3, so I'm excited for that. Documentary 2 wasn't too bad of an album. It was just too long. Hopefully this one's a little bit shorter, but he's not lying. He's put on a lot of West Coast artists, and for a period of time, the Game was carrying the West Coast. He was the mainstream guy. Now, with carrying, I mean mainstream. With mainstream, obviously, I'm talking about like everybody knows you. You're selling millions of records, stuff like that. And then eventually by 2009, 2010, 2011, you got YG, you got Kendrick Lamar, you even got Kid Ink for a brief moment. So you had a couple artists come out, and obviously Kendrick's been the one that's mainly carrying the West Coast. But, you know, with social media, internet, a lot of artists now have blown up from the West Coast and have their own movements and styles and stuff like that. But Game was doing that for quite some time. So I think it would have been cool to have Game there. Game says he didn't take a side, but it sure did look like he was taking Drake's side for the most part. So he could be, I don't know. To me, it seemed like he was taking Drake's side. I can see why he's saying he's not, but I don't know, man. Let me know what you guys think. I think Game should treat these situations, even if fans troll him, just don't respond to it, Game. Snoop Dogg doesn't respond to it. Snoop Dogg could give 2 fucks. He's not dropping a live video explaining why he isn't there. He could care less. Because fans are going to antagonize and troll, and that's just what fans do, or stands or haters or whatever. The internet's the internet. You're never going to win on the internet. You can address the internet 90 million times. If the internet says one narrative about you, it's going to go, and that's it. There's nothing you can do about it. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think, and we'll keep our eyes posted and see if anything else happens. Before we continue, I want to give a shout out to Golden Eagle for sponsoring this podcast. Yes, if it wasn't for Golden Eagle, this podcast wouldn't be possible. If you're looking for an energy drink that doesn't tear a hole in your pocket, Golden Eagle energy drink is the one you want to get. Golden Eagle has the smoothest taste with no aftertaste. You don't get acid reflux when you drink it, and you will save a lot of money. So check out Golden Eagle at drinkgoldeneagle.com/DMP. The link is in the description below. And how do you think this podcast would be possible without me having energy to do it? Come on, guys. You guys got to remember this. I need energy to do this stuff, man, because there's a lot of crazy topics. So look how smooth this thing sounds. Look at it. Oh my God, it's fresh. Look at that Golden Eagle. Look at the can. It's so beautiful too, man. Look at that. That's so fresh, man. So fresh. Golden Eagle energy drink. Go to the link description below. That's drinkgoldeneagle.com/DMP. Let's continue the episode. Hitmaker, a.k.a. Young Berg, revealed he lied his way into a $500,000 a year job. Literally. Let's go over the article. Hitmaker, a.k.a. Young Berg, revealed that lying sometimes works, as he shared how a fib on The Breakfast Club led to a $500,000 a year position at a major label. The Chicago-born producer previously went by Young Thug, spoke with academics on Saturday, June 15th, and shared a story about scamming his way into serious money. He talked about the rise of his career, explaining, "My mentor is Ryan Press, who's the head of Warner Chappelle. I literally went on The Breakfast Club and lied. They let me do an interview at The Breakfast Club, and I had these placements. I went in the interview and went, yo, I swear these labels trying to hire me as an A&R too. Not only am I making these records, they want to hire me in these offices as an A&R. Charlemagne was like, oh, for real? Kind of threw a little sauce on it. The next day, my man Ryan hit me and was like, yo, you was serious about that? I'm like, yeah. He was like, yo, when you get back in LA, I want to take you to meet Craig and Julie. Y'all should do a meeting. He concluded, I just told them the real shit. I'm on ground. I'm actually making these records. What better situation to have the guy that what better station, you know what I'm saying? These articles, man, they're ready to write these things. What better situation to have the guy that I'm in the next lineage? It makes no sense. You guys believed in Irv Gotti. You believed in all these different people that had their subsidiaries that were producers and executives at the time. That's the space I need to be in. From there, I became the vice president of A&R from Atlantic Records. I think I was getting paid about $500,000 a year. Very cool. I was going to play the clip, but I know Academics has this shit copyrighted, so I'm not going to play it. But perfect example of lying your way into situations. Sometimes people do that, man. In job interviews, there's nothing wrong with that. I think as long as you know what you're doing and you're confident in that space, you can lie your way into situations. I've done it before, where I kind of exaggerated things, and it's worked in my favor. Nothing wrong with that as long as it doesn't hurt anybody. Hey, what's a little fib? What's a little lie? It's not going to do, like, he didn't harm anybody by saying, oh, all these record labels are hitting me up for A&R. All I did was bring interest. People saying, oh shit, everybody's hitting him up for A&R. Let me hit him up too. And boom, got himself a deal. See, that type of lie doesn't harm anybody. But when you're lying and scamming and stealing, that's a different thing. That I do not fucking do. If you do that, you're a piece of shit. Pretty simple. A lot of people do that. And we're going to be talking about that a little bit later in this podcast. But shout out to Hitmaker, man. Reinvigorated his career. I'm going to do a documentary on how his chain got stolen because it's an interesting story. He had a Transformer chain, got stolen, took it all over the world. And that's why he kind of rebranded himself. This is probably one of the best rebrandings in hip-hop ever, I think, in my opinion. Because he went as Young Berg, and he had great records, man. Hey, sexy lady, let me get to know ya, whatever that record is. And I want to move on. And then he had the Sexy Can I believe. I think Young Boy was on the record. And then he had that Give Me the Business with that one record, with that one girl. I forget who it was. But he had records, man. He had records. So as an artist, he got clowned, shitted on, rebranded himself as a producer, hitmaker, and boom, got himself in position. So you can always make bounce backs, man. Don't ever think that if something goes downhill, you can't rebrand yourself and get into something new. But give it your all on whatever you're getting into, and then if it doesn't work out, get into something new, man. Hey, you got a long life to live. Remember that. That's expected if nothing crazy happens to you, but you're going to live to like 70, 80, if you're lucky, 100. So get into things, man, especially if you're young. I'm about to hit 30, so I'm not, I'm about to hit that age where I'm in the middle of like young and old in the 30s. That's, I consider young and old. And once you hit 40, you're starting to, get to the older age. But, I've experimented with a lot of things, man. And some things went my way, some didn't. I remember starting a gaming website, did horrible, flopped, went to shit. Just not my cup of tea. I love gaming, but it just didn't work out the way I was doing it. A lot of things that I did just didn't work out, and it is what it is. You keep it moving. And basketball, I really love basketball, but I realized, hey, in middle school, I'm getting my ass kicked. So if in middle school I'm getting my ass kicked, there's I have no chance in hell in high school and in college in any of these things. Granted, I was pretty tall. I'm 6'2" right now, so I could have been a good point guard. But other than that, everybody else was kicking my ass. Like the people that were really good in my middle school. So I realized, hey, basketball's not for me. It's all right. Let me get into music, and boom, here I am, having a great career off it. So sometimes that's how life works, man. It'll humble you quick and tell you that this is not for you. So, you got to switch gears, and Hitmaker, a.k.a. Young Berg, did that perfectly. So, yeah, shout out to him. The Weeknd, shout out to him, man. He's made history once again. Let's go over the article. The Weeknd has once again made history, now becoming the first Canadian artist to score a whopping 7, you heard me right, 7 diamond certifications from the RIAA, as well as becoming the only third artist to do so overall. The feat was achieved this week, the week of June 17th, thanks to songs Save Your Tears and Die For You, joining the list of his records that have achieved diamond status. Only Post Malone and Rihanna are 7+ in the Diamond Record Club with him. He also received a few other plaques in the process, as 2 of his 2023 hits Popular with Madonna and Playboi Carti, and One of the Girls with Jenny and Lily Rose Depp went platinum. This made for the first ever platinum record for Depp, who The Weeknd co-starred with in the since canceled HBO series The Idol, as well as Jenny. And once more, as of July 2024, the superstar singer is the artist with the most monthly listeners on Spotify, and as the most streamed song of all time on Spotify with Blinding Lights. Yeah, shout out to him, man. 7 diamond songs. That's the thing. In this new era, these artists are getting mainly songs. They're not getting albums. Albums getting diamond are really hard. It's not something. Wow, Avril Lavigne has updated her shit. Let's see where Girlfriend's at. Hey, you, I could be your girlfriend. Damn, 7 times platinum. Not bad. Shout out to her, man. Good, great records. Yeah, so Save Your Tears and Die For You. Both diamond. Astronomical numbers. Let's see who else did some updates here. Yeah, a bunch of artists. I have no idea who they are. Ooh, Am I Wrong? Nico and Vince. Damn, it's only 6 times platinum. That's a fire ass. Well, it did come out in like 2012, 2013 before streaming, so that's fair. That's an amazing record. If you haven't heard that Nino and Vince Am I Wrong record, do your Googles and check it out. Sierra got her shit updated. Nice. Goodies is 4 times platinum. Nice. That is really, really cool. 1-2 Step. With my body. 1-2 Step. 5 times platinum. Nice. And Ludacris, 2 times platinum. I like that. That's good numbers. Good numbers. Damn, Give Me Everything. Pitbull just went diamond. Give me everything tonight. Great record. Really cool, man. I need to start looking at these a lot more often. But really, really cool. Party Next Door. Party got his nose now. Come and See Me Now. Went 5 times platinum just recently. Cool. I wonder if... No, that'll be an insane reach. I'm reaching here because I don't know. I'm not on Drake's radar or Party Next Door's radar. But I remember tweeting that Baby Keem, Kendrick Lamar's artist, has been doing better in sales when it comes to singles and just album sales than Party Next Door. So PG Lang, Kendrick Lamar as a label, owner, is doing better than Drake. And then they updated these numbers. Because I said when I was making the comparison, I was like, Come and See Me with Drake is the same times platinum as Baby Keem's shit. Well, they just updated recently, so I don't know if if they were looking at that and saying, nah, you ain't gonna fucking clown Drake. I'm just reaching because I doubt they saw that tweet, but it was interesting nonetheless. So yeah, congratulations to Weeknd, man. Round of applause to him. Great numbers, and we'll see if he starts to break more things because he always does every like 6 months a new record. So yeah, we'll see. 50 Cent, you already know, man. I gotta talk about 50 every podcast. You guys know the drill on this, man. Come on, get with the program. 50 is avoiding deposition for that 2023 microphone throwing incident. So let's go over the article. 50 Cent has appeared to avoid getting deposed over an incident from last year where he threw a microphone into the crowd at a concert and caused injuries to a radio host. The Unit mogul was sued by Power 106 host Brianna Mongane after she was hit by a microphone and has since been seeking the chance to question the rapper. According to court documents via Yahoo, that's insane. Yahoo actually got something. It's been a minute. Mongane's lawyer said due to the pendency of the August 5th, 2024 mediation date, an order compelling 50 Cent to sit for deposition and provide testimony must be forthwith. Bunch of big-ass words these lawyers use, man. Just talk, man, in layman's terms already. Ridiculous. Mongane's legal team previously scheduled deposition for June 13th, but never got to question 50 Cent. She requested $5,000 in sanctions against the rap legend, but a judge has not yet ruled on whether 50 Cent has to answer the deposition. 50 Cent had avoided criminal charges over the incident, but Mongane has since claimed that she suffered permanent injuries as a result of being hit by a microphone. In court documents obtained by TMZ, Mongane claimed that once 50 Cent realized his microphone wasn't working correctly during his concert at the Crypto Arena in Los Angeles, he threw it into the crowd and hit her in the face and wrist, leading to severe permanent injuries. Hey, man, get your coins. I would sue too. I don't give 2 fucks. Celebrity, whoever. I'm getting my money. So, avoided deposition. It would have been, I wish you didn't avoid deposition because that would have been a very, you seen Lil Wayne deposition video? Very funny, man. Justin Bieber, very funny. Celebrity deposition videos are pretty funny, man. Michael Jackson's funny. O.J. Simpson, even though he actually murdered 2 people, still funny. Yeah, so we'll keep our eyes posted and see if there's any new updates on this mic throwing incident. Speaking of 50 Cent, again, this was interesting because I'm in this market, so I can kind of speak on it from a different perspective that most people aren't in it, so they don't know really what's going on. So 50 Cent was basically hacked on his Twitter, aka X profile, and they were pushing, when they hacked that account, they were pushing a meme coin. What is a meme coin? So in the cryptocurrency market, not to nerd out really, because I don't know the whole back end of cryptocurrency. I'm not going to pretend like I do. I know about 30% of it. But basically in the cryptocurrency world, there are chains, right? And these chains trade on different markets. So the Solana chain is a popular one where you can trade meme coins. So somebody creates a coin that is based off of a meme. I'm not even joking. Or based off of a celebrity, based off of anything that's trending at the moment. That's basically the gist of it, right? Somebody hacked 50's profile and pushed this G-Unit meme coin. The reason why they did this is because celebrities have been getting into meme coins. Andrew Tate got into one, Iggy Azalea got into one, and just recently Jason Derulo got into one. That's the three that I know so far. I'm sure there are probably maybe other celebrities, but other celebrities are probably getting involved in this. But here's the thing with these meme coins, right? First, let's go over the article. 50 Cent has made it clear that he has no ties to cryptocurrency, contrary to the activity on his online channels this week. On Friday, June 21st, the G-Unit boss took to Instagram to reveal that his website and X, formerly Twitter account, had been hacked. He said this, and this is hilarious because it's funny. My Twitter and this50.com was hacked. I have no association with this crypto. Twitter worked quickly to lock my account back down. Whoever did this made $3 million in 30 minutes. First, by the way, and here's proof in the comments, he first said $720,000 in minutes. Where did he get that $720,000 number from? Me, because I know this market. I went to the coin. I looked at who was buying, who was selling, and the people that were shilling, basically pumping this coin up so that people would invest in it thinking that 50 Cent is actually backing this, put their money into it, and lost their money. And I was tweeting this live as this was happening. So when 50's account got hacked, I reached out to 50's team and told them. That's why they locked the account literally probably 2-3 minutes after it got locked. I want to say like probably 5 minutes after, right? Because I told 50's team. They had no idea about it. They were like, oh my God, like, thank you for telling us, blah, blah, blah. Then I told 50's team, I gave them one transaction. By the way, there were multiple ones, but I just gave them the biggest one that I saw, which was $720,000. So if you look at the original post on Instagram, which I screenshotted, but it's been changed now. But if you look at the comments, one of the top comments is 720 bands in half an hour is crazy. Because that's what somebody made. Somebody made $720,000 in about, it was like 28 minutes, but about roughly 30 minutes, right? Because this person created this coin, pushed it, and the market cap reached, I believe, at a certain point, it might have been 5 million, maybe 4 million, could have even been 3, I don't know, somewhere around there, right? So the person who creates the coin doesn't really have to spend much money on the coin. They have to spend on advertisement and just creating the coin and paying to be on certain platforms to promote the coin. That doesn't cost much. That costs like $500, maybe $1,000, right? So you spend that, you own majority of the coin. And the thing is, most people don't know how to check if somebody owns a majority of the coin. So you own majority of the coin, you push this coin, you hack 50's page and tell everybody to invest into it. And then once it reaches a high market cap of like $4 million, that's how you walk away with $720,000 in profit in roughly 30 minutes. Now, this isn't liquid, meaning you can't just, okay, you made $720,000, you can just pull out $720,000 and have it in your bank account. That's not what I'm talking about. That $720,000 is what it's worth in Solana coins. And a Solana coin is worth roughly right now, I don't know, as of the recording of this video, it's about worth $100, $120, $125, somewhere around there. You can't liquidate all that money in seconds. Meaning you can't pull that money out in seconds and have $720,000. That's not how this shit goes. Because you couldn't, Solana as a coin couldn't support that as a market. It doesn't make any sense. In liquidation, I believe the amount was like over 100,000, 150,000, something like that. I don't remember the exact numbers. I did screenshot it and post it on Twitter because I was live watching this. I didn't invest in it because I knew it was this. Think about it, guys. 50 had never announced anything about a coin. Never said anything about it. Then randomly starts tweeting about a coin and starts tweeting like aggressively, dissing people. He started dissing Andrew Tate because Andrew Tate has his own coin. He was hoping that Andrew Tate would respond. Hacked. It just clear as day it was hacked. I used to be a hacker. I'm not even joking. I can still hack here and there, but I hacked George Lopez's Twitter account. Why did I hack George Lopez out of all people? I had his Gmail account. Easy prey. When you have somebody's Gmail account, there's things that I know to do that still work to this day where I can get into somebody's account. Not saying that Gmail is not secure, because it is, especially in today's time. I don't know. I haven't done hacking in minutes, ages, actually, not even minutes, ages. Like last time I hacked somebody just for the fuck of it was like 2012. It was nothing. But I hacked George Lopez's account, and I never made it obvious that I wasn't George Lopez. That's the problem with these hackers. Had this guy got into the 50 Cent's account and then tweeted that hey, I launched my own meme coin. It's GUnit is the ticker. Here's the wallet address that you can go to invest. And then waited a couple, maybe an hour or 2 hours. Then tweets another thing. But, I mean, you run the risk of potentially getting, kicked out of the account, locked, and then you can't post anymore. So I get kind of the hesitation of posting a lot, but you could have done it in a smarter way because 50 Cent doesn't tweet often. He doesn't even use Twitter like he used to do. Like in the early 2010s, he used to use Twitter a lot. He would troll, he would do a lot of stuff. Doesn't use it as often anymore. He uses Instagram. So I knew off the bat this was a scam. Somebody hacked him. It's simple, man. So I feel bad for all the people that invested in. I believe I found an account that invested, I think like $5,000 and sold and lost like $4,000 in a matter of minutes. It was like 10 minutes. So you put $5,000 in, you get $1,000 back. You lost $4,000 just like that in seconds. I'm in this space. I'm into investing. I'm into all this stuff. Meme coins, 95% of them are scams. These are things that you have to be very, very, you got to know what the fuck you're doing to get into this. You don't just get into this just to get into this because you see people making 10x their money. The beautiful thing about meme coins is you can literally 10x your money in a matter of like 20, 30 minutes. I'm not even joking. You could put $100 if you do it at the right time. Let's just say you find a meme coin and it's worth $100,000 market cap. Not worth $100,000, but I mean the market cap is $100,000. If that goes from $100,000 to $1 million market cap, you just 10x'd your money. So if you put $100 in, you're getting $1,000, meaning you made $900 profit, just like that, in a matter of 10, 15, 20 minutes. But you have to learn because 95% of them are scams. You can have bots that can check for that stuff. You can have just a lot of stuff you have to go over and learn before you get involved into this. Right now, it's a very hot market. That's why celebrities are getting involved to this, and that's why 50's Twitter got hacked and got involved to this, because it's a hot market right now. But eventually it dies down, and then, but I've seen people literally put $1,000 and make $200,000 in a matter of like hours or minutes sometimes, maybe 30 minutes sometimes. This is how I fraction it out. 70% is knowledge, right? You got to know what the fuck you're doing. 30% is luck, because there has to be some type of luck involved in this. At the end of the day, this is second by second gambling at the end of the day. You look at certain meme coins, you see how they have it set up. Is it good? Is it cool? Boom, you get in. Sometimes, even if it looks good, the owner will pull all their money out, which is a rug. It's called a rug pull. They pull all their money out, and then you're down. You could have a $50,000 market cap on a meme coin. The dev pulls all their money out, which you can check, but most people don't check because they don't know how to. They pull all their money out, and boom, you're down to a $2,000 market cap. You just lost 90 to 95% of your money like that. So the risk is mainly in the new ones, like when they first launch. But the ones that have lasted a while, you don't really have much risk, but you don't have much reward as well. So you have to kind of factor that in. Let's just say, the Andrew Tate meme coin, it's been running at like $70, $80 million market cap. It goes down to maybe $40 million market cap. Let's just say you buy in at $40 million market cap. It goes up to $80 million. You double your money, but it's a lot slower and a lot less rewarding versus you getting in early. There's moments where I got in early, and I've never got a 10x because I'm too paranoid to hold that long in a 30-minute, 20-minute market. But I've gotten 4x your money in about 20 minutes, like literally. Now, did I put a lot of money into it? No, because I'm still learning it. I'm not like 100% well trained in this and I know everything. I'm still learning it myself. But I'll put in, like $100, $50, $20. If you're new, put in like $10, $5. Learn, study first before you get into this shit, because A lot of people see this crypto stuff and think it's a scam, but it's not. It just takes time. You gotta dedicate time to it to learn. If you're not willing to dedicate time to it, and if you're not willing to take losses, because in the beginning you're gonna take. Oh man, I took so many fucking losses, but luckily I didn't invest a lot of money. Like I would take $30 losses, I would take $20 losses, I would take $30 losses, $15 losses, $50 losses, $30 losses, like that type of stuff. Which sucks. I'm mad because hey, it's still money at the end of the day, but it's not a lot for me to like. It depends on what your budget is, but if you got a budget of $1,000, don't just I'm gonna put $1,000 into this and hope it goes. No, out of that $1,000, take $50, put into something. Okay, it went good. Double your money. What did I learn from this? Did it go up? Where did it go up? What's the market? How is it going? Was this blah, blah, blah? Okay, I learned from this. Let me try a different one. Put $50 into this. You might lose it. If you're down 20%, sell. Get out of there. 20% of your money gone. $50, 20%, whatever it is, $40, whatever the amount is. Boom, get out. Take your losses. Cut your losses and move on to the next thing. The meme coin market moves in 24-hour cycles. There's something new coming out every day. Get the fuck out when you can. And that's it. So sorry for ranting on this, but I hope that I want to start some type of finance series on the main channel in Diverse Mentality because I think it's important. I like seeing people get rich. I'm not saying I'm rich, nowhere near it, but I like seeing people get money. Like it's a beautiful thing for me. I love it because it changes people's lives, and what it's more greedy for me to get the satisfaction than it is anything else. Like I feel greedy for just being satisfied by it because it's a good feeling when you're helping people out. You're kind of doing it for yourself. It makes you feel really good, and I love doing that. I love helping people out, making more money. That's a great thing. But this is a market that you have to be, especially meme coins. Other ones you can kind of be a little bit more lenient, but meme coins are a hell of a thing to get into, man. If you can master the meme coins, you can pretty much master anything else. I know it sounds crazy, right? A meme, what the fuck? Like a meme coin? This is stupid. 95% of them go to shit. So yes, it is stupid. 95% of them go to shit. Literally. So you got a 5% chance, which does not sound good. But if you know what you're looking at, that 5% chance increases to 30, to 40, 50% once you get better and better at this. And I've noticed that myself after learning it as time goes on. But yeah, 50 got hacked. It's one of those markets, and yeah, I hope 50 didn't do this to his fans and actually had the behind the scenes, because people are contemplating and saying that 50 lied and didn't really get hacked. He just did this to take money from people. I would hope 50's not that desperate to take money, from people like that. But yeah, told 50's team they got on it ASAP, and that's where they got that 700,000 because I showed him a screenshot of one of the transactions. It was like, dude, this person made this amount in seconds. It was nothing. So yeah, we'll keep our eyes posted and see if anything new comes out of that. New Music Friday. Let's get into it. Travis Scott and DJ Mustard dropped Parking Lot. So DJ Mustard is taking advantage of the momentum from Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us. Really good move on his end. T Grizzly Robbery 7 dropped. Kalani Crash, the album dropped. Rich the Kid, Kanye West, and Ty Dolla $ign Give Me a Second 2 dropped. Glorilla TGIF. This is a record that's been trending on TikTok. I didn't know this dropped. I gotta check this out. Key Glock, Big Money dropped. IDK and Gunna, Tiffany dropped. Great record. Is that Central C? Drake and Central C? Wave dropped. Is that Drake? Let me see, man, because I can't even see the name because Instagram. I use this Instagram place. Oh, it says Asake. I don't know. It looked like Drake on the shit. Yeah, because the name was. Anyways, they dropped. Post Malone and Blake Shelton dropped Pour Me a Drink. Shaquille O'Neal dropped Shack Pack. Tyga with .30 Baby dropped Uh-Oh. And JPEG Mafia dropped Don't Rely on Other Men. So shout out to all of them for releasing. Album sales. Taylor Swift is still at number one with the Tortured Poets Department album selling 125,000 copies not the first week, but after, I don't even know what the week is. Billie Eilish, number 2, Hit Me Hard and Soft, number 86,000. Don Toliver debuted at number 3 with Hearthstone Psycho at 77,000 copies. Good numbers. Morgan Wallen, One Thing at a Time, number 4 with 72,000 copies. Suicide Boys, New World Depression debuted at number 5 with 64,000 copies. Luke Combs, Fathers and Sons debuted at number 6 with 60,000 copies. Neon debuted at number 7 with 51,000 copies. Charlie XCX, Brat, was at number 8 with 45,000 copies. Chappelle Roan, The Rise and Fall of Midwest Princess, number 9 with 44,000 copies. Moneybagg Yo, Speak Now, debuted at number 10 with 43,000 copies. Going down the list, Future Mesh Boom, We Don't Trust You, number 15 with 34,000 copies. Gunna 101, number 22 with 26,000 copies. Eminem Curtain Call, number 28 with 21,000 copies. Kendrick Lamar, Damn, number 42 with 18,000 copies. Kendrick Lamar, Good Kid, Mad City, at number 45 with 17,000 copies. And Glorilla, Everything, number 48 with 17,000 copies. Great numbers, man. Good numbers. And that's it for today's episode of the Diverse Mentality Podcast, powered by the one and only Golden Eagle Energy Drink. Get your Golden Eagle Energy Drinks at drinkgoldeneagle.com/DMP. Appreciate the support. Spotify, Deezer, Podcast, YouTube, all that. Have an amazing, blessed night and day whenever you listen to this, and peace.